Congratulations, pilot candidate. If you are reading this, you're among the rare few who may be capable of piloting a nanobot-based flying saucer. However, be warned, this is not a simple task. The risks include memory loss, nerve damage, and complete neurological failure. Proceed with caution. We're talking about bending the laws of physics here, folks. This isn't your average aeronautics lesson. This is about interfacing with an intelligence unlike anything we've ever encountered, a technology that could rewrite our understanding of the universe. Are you ready for that kind of responsibility? This training module will guide you through the basics. Pay close attention. Your life, and quite possibly the fate of humanity, may depend on it. All right, future saucer pilots, let's get one thing straight. This isn't like hopping into the driver's seat of a car, it's more like becoming the car itself. And I'm not talking about some cheesy sci-fi metaphor. You're literally merging your consciousness with a swarm of microscopic nanobots. First things first, entering the saucer. Picture a giant shimmering disc humming with an energy that seems to vibrate in your teeth. You step inside, and the air itself feels alive, charged with anticipation. That's the nanite swarm. They're everywhere, in the walls, the air you breathe, even the light itself. Now here's where it gets interesting, or terrifying, depending on your perspective. The nanobots begin to infiltrate your body. You might feel a tingling, a burning, maybe even like insects crawling beneath your skin. Don't worry, that's just the nanites integrating with your nervous system. If you're lucky, and I use that term loosely, your brain will sync with the swarm. Imagine a tidal wave of information, the entire history of the universe compressed into a single blinding instant. That's the nanite collective downloading itself into your consciousness. Many don't survive this stage. Their minds, unable to process the sheer volume of data, collapse in on themselves. But if you're one of the lucky or unlucky ones, something incredible happens. Your thoughts become commands. The saucer responds to your every whim, an extension of your will. Think of it like this. Your brain is now the computer. The saucer is the hardware. But be warned, this kind of power comes at a price. Okay, so you've survived the mind meld. Congratulations, you're officially weirder than a quantum physics textbook. Now let's talk about your new ride. Forget titanium alloys and rocket fuel. This baby runs on pure nanotech. Imagine a ship that can literally change its shape at will. Need to slip through a narrow canyon? No problem. The saucer can morph into an aerodynamic dart. Deep space exploration. Boom, it expands, becoming a self-contained biosphere. And if you're feeling really adventurous, it can even shift into configurations suitable for navigating the theoretical folds of space-time. But here's the beauty. It's not just the shape that changes. The entire composition of the saucer is in constant flux. Damaged? The nanobots simply reconfigure, repairing the hull faster than you can say quantum entanglement. Need a new weapon system? No need for clunky engineering. The nanites will just morph into whatever you need. This adaptive functionality is what makes the saucer so revolutionary. It's not a machine in the traditional sense, it's more like a living organism, constantly evolving, adapting, becoming whatever it needs to be. And you, my friend, are now the brain behind this extraordinary creature. But remember, with great power comes a whole heap of responsibility and potential for things to go very, very wrong. Buckle up, pilots, because we're about to delve into the mind-bending world of faster-than-light travel. Forget warp drives and wormholes. This is something far more bizarre and infinitely more exhilarating. Remember how I said the saucer is an extension of your will? Well, that applies to navigation as well. There are no joysticks, no star charts, no complicated calculations. You simply visualize your destination and the saucer responds. Think of it like this. The universe is a giant sheet of fabric, wrinkled and folded in on itself. What we perceive as time and space are merely illusions, limitations imposed by our three-dimensional brains. But the saucer, it exists outside those limitations. By tapping into the very fabric of reality, the saucer can essentially fold space-time, bringing distant stars within reach. It's like creating a shortcut through the universe, a cosmic wormhole generated by the power of your own mind. But here's where it gets really wild, because the saucer exists outside normal space-time. It can move in any direction through time as well. Want to witness the birth of a star? No problem. Feel like taking a quick jaunt to see what the dinosaurs were up to? Be my guest. Of course, manipulating space-time is not without risks. One wrong thought, one flicker of doubt, and you could end up in a parallel dimension where gravity flows uphill, and cats chase dogs. But hey, who am I to discourage a little interdimensional tourism? Chapter 4, The Heart of the Beast, Power and Energy Management. All right, future captains of the cosmos, let's talk juice. You're probably wondering what fuels a machine that can bend space and time. The answer is as elegant as it is mind-boggling zero-point energy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Neil, isn't that theoretical? Well, yes and no. You see, the universe is awash in a sea of quantum fluctuations, tiny bursts of energy popping in and out of existence. It's like a cosmic energy drink just waiting to be tapped into. And that's precisely what the saucer does. Its nanite structure acts like a giant antenna, drawing in this ambient energy and converting it into usable power. No need for bulky fuel tanks or inefficient combustion engines. The saucer is the ultimate electric vehicle running on the very fabric of reality itself. But even with access to near-limitless energy, there are limitations. Extreme maneuvers like warping space-time or engaging in high-speed interdimensional travel can put a strain on the system. Think of it like maxing out your car's battery. You can do it, but it'll take time to recharge. And just like any other complex system, the saucer's energy management requires a delicate touch. Push it too hard and you risk system overloads, power fluctuations, or even worse, a catastrophic energy surge that could rip the very fabric of space-time. Chapter 5, The Price of Power, Handling the Adverse Effects. Let's be clear, piloting a flying saucer is the ultimate bad idea. Sure, zipping through the cosmos sounds glamorous, but there's a dark side, a price to be paid for toying with forces humanity wasn't meant to comprehend. Remember those nanobots merrily rewiring your brain? Yeah, about that. Prolonged exposure isn't exactly good for your health. Even if you dodge complete mental meltdown during the initial meld, the nanites continue to interact with your nervous system, slowly but surely causing irreparable damage. Think of it like this: your brain is a delicate instrument, finely tuned over millions of years of evolution. Now imagine jamming a cosmic tuning fork into that delicate machinery. The music it produces might be beautiful, but it's also slowly tearing your brain apart. The symptoms vary from pilot to pilot. Some experience chronic migraines, others develop tremors or seizures. Memory loss is common, with pilots forgetting names, faces, even entire chunks of their past. And then there's the cognitive decay, a slow but insidious erosion of your mind's faculties. The most experienced pilots, those who've truly merged with the saucer, often exhibit the most disturbing symptoms. They become detached, their emotions blunted, their humanity slowly fading as they become more machine than human. Chapter 6, Ghosts in the Machine, Avoiding Detection and Data Corruption. All right, stealthy space cowboys, let's talk about making like a tree and getting out of here. Undetected, that is. You'd think a ship that can warp space-time wouldn't need to worry about radar, but the universe, as always, throws us a curveball. See, the saucer's drive system emits a unique energy signature, a kind of cosmic fingerprint that messes with our good old-fashioned electronics. Think of it like this: you know those old VHS tapes that get all staticky when you put them near a magnet? Yeah, it's kind of like that, but on a much grander, more universe-bending scale. Cameras go haywire, hard drives get wiped, and those fancy smartphones everyone's glued to, well, let's just say they won't be winning any photography contests after a close encounter of the saucer kind. It's not just about the data loss either. The energy surge can disrupt anything electronic, from pacemakers to power grids. Not exactly the best way to make friends and influence people. Now, some bright sparks are working on shielding technology. Faraday cages, those metal boxes that block electromagnetic fields, seem promising, but the results are inconsistent. So until we figure out how to contain the cosmic static cling, consider your digital life on hold when you're behind the wheel of this baby. But here's the kicker. The same energy that messes with our tech makes the saucer practically invisible to conventional sensors. Radar signals pass right through it. Infrared detectors see nothing but a cold spot. And don't even get me started on trying to photograph this thing. It's like trying to capture a ghost on film. So you've got the ultimate stealth technology at your fingertips. Or should I say, at your mind's command. Just try not to fry the planet's electronics while you're at it, all right? Outro to the universe awaits. A final word of caution. Piloting a flying saucer is a privilege and a peril. Few can command one without consequence, and those who do rarely escape unscathed. If you choose to proceed, understand that you are stepping beyond human limits and into the unknown. Good luck, pilot. The universe awaits. You've been warned. The power to traverse the cosmos, to bend time and space to your will, it comes at a cost. But for those intrepid few, those who dare to reach beyond the confines of our pale blue dot, the rewards are beyond measure. Go forth, explore, discover, but never forget the responsibility that comes with wielding such power. The fate of humanity, and perhaps even the universe itself, may very well rest in your hands.